Trigonometry 1, the cosine function, aka CAR. The cosine function deals with the side that is adjacent to the angle and the hypotenuse. So the function goes as cosine of alpha, for example, is equal to the side adjacent to the angle alpha, okay, divided by the hypotenuse. So the A and the H, the CAH, that's why it's called CAR. Let's verify to see even the list of formulas that the cosine function is there. And here it is. Here's the triangle, here's the angle, here's the side adjacent to the angle. So don't say the adjacent, say adjacent to the angle theta. And this is the side opposite to the angle theta. This is the hypotenuse. It's an adjective, but adjacent and opposite, they're like prepositions. So cosine of the angle theta is the side adjacent to it over the hypotenuse. So that's why they call it CAR. So now here you have an example. The cosine function CAR calculates the length of the side H. So here is H. So as you know, you always go to make some observation once you are solving a triangle. So first we notice that's a right angle triangle because of the box, the 90 degrees box. Now we talk about the side now that contains the letter, the side you want to find. It is H. So side H now is the hypotenuse. There it is. Connecting the other two sides. Now 81 centimeters now is adjacent to the angle 44 degrees. It's next to it. 44 is standing up right on the angle 81 centimeters. So 81 is adjacent to 44 degrees. So adjacent and hypotenuse, you're talking about cosine, and here is the formula. Cosine of x is a over h. Cosine of 44 degrees over 1 is 81 over h, because 81 is adjacent to the angle. So you substitute 81 in a, and you substitute small h in h. You cross multiply and divide. You always divide by the number diagonally away from the letter. So we have to divide by cosine of 44 degrees. So 81 times 1 is 81 divided by cosine of 44 degrees, h is equal to 112.2 centimeters. So here's an example. Here we're going to demonstrate this using this first example here. So as we all know, before we attempt to solve any triangle, it's always good to list some key observations to know which formula to use and how to use the formula. So first we're going to describe the triangle. It's a right angle triangle because of the box that is there. So we write that down as our first observation. Next, we talk about the side with the letter we're trying to find. We're trying to find H. So what side is H? H is the hypotenuse because H now is the box, the tip of the 90 degrees pointing to H. So H now is the hypotenuse. Now we're going to talk about the side that have the number 91 centimeters. That 91 now and the 60 degrees, they are very close to each other. The 60 degrees is resting on the line with the 91. So 91 is adjacent to 60 degrees. You see this line here? This line is away from the 60. So this is the line that is opposite to 60. But 91 now is next to the 60 degrees. 91 is adjacent to 60 degrees. So we're talking about H and A, and we are in the cosine function. And the cosine function, as we know, we have seen it already in the list of formulas. Here it is cosine is equal to A over H. Cosine of the angle is equal to A over H. You can call the angle X. You can call the angle any letter you want. We call it the list of formulas call it theta. That's a Greek letter. We can call it x if you want. And then we substitute accordingly. The angle is 60 degrees. We put 60 in the place of 6. Oh, and by the way, we have to put this over 1 because we are dealing fractions here. A, where is A? A is 91. Is equal to 91 is A. You see that? 91 is A. So 91 is A, not down there. A. Now down there now is H, a little h. Okay, so we're solving for a little h. Now we always have to divide by the quantity diagonally away from the letter. It's called cross multiply and divide. It's very important to always establish by what we're going to divide. We're going to divide by cosine of 60. Because cosine of 60 is diagonally away from h. And then we're going to multiply 91 times 1. 1 times 91. Which is equal to 1 times 91 divided by cosine of 60. We all know cosine of 60 is 0.5, but we can also prove that using the calculator. So we're going to multiply 1 times 91, which is 91, divided by cosine. So here's the cosine function. Oh, we could call it up already for me. Cosine of 60, and that is 182 centimeters. So h is equal to 182 centimeters. One times 91 divided by cosine of 60, that's 182. So h is equal to 182 centimeters.